Hello everybody, welcome back to 7 Days to Die, AllOurDestiny map. Trying to remember what all has happened since the last broadcast. I got some AK-47 parts. Sadly, I think that might be the only real update, although I did get some more weapon parts. Right. I'm actually gonna go ahead real quick. Don't really remember where I found these parts, but I'm gonna go ahead just real quickly. Grip and parts. Okay. Grip. Parts. There's the grip and the grip. Bang. Parts. Parts. Bang. Grip. Parts. There we go. So this is really tedious, I know. Trying. Okay, sawed-off shotgun. The stock, the parts, and the barrel. Come on. If only the fun pimps gave a damn about the console version, they could update this shit and we could get on to something better. Because I have been watching lately, where'd the other barrel go? Oh, there, not the barrel, stock. That guy. Boom. Oh. Sawed off. Barrel, parts, stock. And then for the rifle, it doesn't take off. So let's see, the parts, the receiver, and the stock. Oops, wrong item. But anyways, here lately I've come across a series here on YouTube of people playing the PC version of 7 Days to Die. And great series. Really great series. Put our Magnum back. We'll put our sawn-off shotgun back. And we'll put the hunting rifle back. Yeah. I found a bunch of parts to guns. I think it's actually the Shotgun Messiah store that's here in town. Oh, and I've got another barrel. Combine those really quick. See, I like to keep my stuff as condensed as possible. And since it's just me in this game, nobody else, there's no reason for me to have duplicates of the same weapon. Okay, now that I've also managed to get some more food. My farm has been growing some corn, some yucca, some blueberries, as well as other farm stuff like chrysanthemum and aloe. And I found some seeds for that stuff, which I may as well go and plant. I've also got a bunch of mushrooms that I need to turn into spores. Got a whole lot of cotton. Don't really need it much right now. Those flashlights, I should put one of them onto my shotgun. Still don't have a chemistry station yet. It takes a lot of stuff. I also need to learn the skill for it first, which is only 15 points. I only have 10 points right now. I had to use 5 of the points that I had to upgrade my science skill to get it to 15, because you have to have it at 15 in order to learn the chemistry station thing. So I need to get that, and I need to get the concrete mixing. I really need to get steel smithing. Got the workbench already. And steel smithing. There's going to be some other things that I'm going to need. Yeah. I really should learn the 9mm round crafting recipe, because crafting the ammo for the guns also increases the gunsmithing skill. So being able to raise my gunsmithing skill up just by like crafting ammo would help me make better guns. Which would be helpful. Okay, so I've got these seeds. Let's go ahead and go down to the farm. Oh, something you might notice is that the roof on this is a little bit higher up. I got tired of whacking my freaking head on the thing as it was, so I extended these poles on the corner up a space higher after I had already torn off the roof. But I extended the poles up a level higher, and then I put a roof back in myself. So these wood shingle roofs, and I put these little fence things up just to kind of, yeah. Oh yes. I don't know if the wall was all there in the last video. I got walls, and I got doors, and a little thing over the door, and around the outside of the wall, I have these nice log spikes, all upgraded. Got those, and I have my signature blue spruce, I believe is what these trees are called. You usually only find them in the wintry, snowy biomes, but I like to keep them around my base, just because they have this white, bluish, silvery kind of coloration to them. I got another door right here, right outside the front of this little house, which I don't know if I'm going to keep this house or not. My plan for this video is to build... I've got this little well, basically, is the way this thing came. this well where you go down into the bunker. My plan is to build like an actual base, like a building, a nice, almost mansion-esque kind of. So I got plenty of room inside the wall here, and I wanted to take, I don't know if this is flagstone or if this is a cobblestone. I think it's flagstone. But, oh, and I've got a bunch of trees planted, which I need to harvest because I'm going to need a lot of wood for this job. Okay. Thought I saw a bird flying, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I turned all the zombies off. Yeah, I did that. You're also going to notice this building here has been fixed up a little bit. Speaking of cobblestone, I had to use cobblestone here. Was trying to replicate this gray brick, which is what was here on these buildings, but I couldn't figure out how to make that, so I just did cobblestone instead. And I tried to fix the wall up and the end of the porch that was here, and the awning of the porch. I replaced that as best as I could, because this place was, the wall was collapsed, and there was like stone here that had collapsed. I think it was stone from the roof, or the ceiling anyways. Yeah, you can see this is like asphalt stone kind of stuff. Yeah, this kind of stuff here collapsed and took out the corner of the building. But yeah, I've tried to repair it as best as I can. So far, anyways. Yeah, at some point I'm probably going to finish out the floor and the corner of the building and see if I can patch up the roof, and I don't know. Gonna need to take out this stupid ductwork and get the metal out of it. I think I have a pickaxe back at the base, but I don't want to bother using it so much yet. I've also tried to repair this building over here, which also had pretty much the entirety of it collapsed. You can see how it's still damaged. I haven't been able to reach those blocks to repair them. Oh, okay. And there was, I put up doors and I put up little staircases to make it easier to get in here. Used the cobblestone floor, or blocks, to fill in the holes in the floor. And I put in a door here. This whole, well, a section of this wall was taken out. And this wall as well. So I've fixed it up and tried to make the kitchen whole, so it's not all nasty. See, because technically we're in like the burnt lands biome. You see the burnt lands dirt, and it's lots of it out there is all the embers and burny bits. Yeah, you come across ruined buildings like this all the time when you're in that biome. And then it turns into grasslands back here, or normal, like, foresty, whatever it is. But yeah. Oop. Some stones. I've been trying to clean things up, pick up as much stuff from the ground as I can, get rid of these gnarled little tree stump things, whatever they're called. Pick up the little plants that I can pick up and get up, clear out the birds' nests, or at least empty them rather, because I don't want to actually destroy them. You always need sources for eggs and feathers so that you can craft arrows, and the eggs are useful obviously for food. Clear stuff out of the road. Loot trash piles. There's a nice little house over here that has a pool in the backyard. And this one actually looks familiar to me because this is one of the ones on the Novice Gain map. For those who saw when I played in the Novice Gain map, I had a base that was in this little like cul-de-sac sort of area, kind of. And there were these three little, wouldn't call them mansions, but they were really nice houses all grouped together. And one of them looked exactly like this one. Because the way the game works, or at least the way it works, the version of the game that I'm playing here, the console version, the game kind of randomizes the maps, but they use these templates for the houses, so they all kind of look, I mean, you're going to come across the same house several times. It's going to look exactly the same on the outside. It's going to be laid out pretty much exactly the same on the inside. Get some loot. I'm currently looking for books that will help me learn the stuff that I need to know. I already know how to build a crossbow. I already built one. I don't need a red shirt, but a black one would be okay, I guess. I still have those seeds that I need to go and plant. I'm still trying to loot out this town. I think a lot of the stuff has repopulated because it's been a few days. I need to have a wrench, so oh, I do have a wrench. Okay, so here is a tip. You put a wood frame underneath half of the TV. Because if you don't, the other half of the TV would just fall and be destroyed if you were to take away half of it, which is really dumb. But again, I think that only really applies to this version of the game. In the PC version, I don't know how they've changed it, so it could be different for all I know. More bottles with water in them. Helping my scavenging skill. Just another thing that they friggin' changed in the PC version. You don't have a scavenging skill anymore. It's more like a perk that you have to upgrade with the points you get when you level up, instead of just leveling up your skills by using them. You know, the kind of Skyrim, Oblivion, you know, the Elder Scrolls games kind of system, which I really like that system. You know, I like the way it is in this version of the game, being able to level up your skills by using them. I think that makes sense. But of course, they don't really care. Okay, so we've cleared out the kitchen here. And then in here. Okay. We don't need no baseball cap. We'll repair the shirt there. What kind of shirt am I wearing? Just a t-shirt. 173. This one may not be as good. Well, it's actually better. It'll keep me warmer. +2. -5. Yeah, it'll keep me warmer. Not like that's really a big deal right now, because I feel like I'm probably warm enough. Safe is locked, which is actually one thing that they actually managed to pull off It was probably in my ideas for 7 Days to Die video that I did a while back. One of them was I mentioned the possibility of adding the ability to pick locks, or that kind of stuff. And they actually did. They added that into the game. They made it so they actually added lock picks into the game, and there are certain locks that you can pick. Oh, there's potato seeds. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to the house because I've got stuff to store. I suppose I can always take more feathers and eggs and stones. Don't know why I'm doing this. I'm supposed to be building up the base. And for the base, what I need to do is collect materials to build with. Like wood. Oh, this looks like it used to be a store. We'll come back later. Alrighty. Ah, yes, back past the two partially wrecked houses. It's getting all foggy all of a sudden. So, I'm trying to debate whether or not I should make the base out of wood, wood frames, or if I should try to replicate this. It says I need clay to repair these, and cobblestone. So I think these are flagstone blocks. Okay. So let's put away farming stuff. I was going to take those seeds over to the farm and actually plant them, but I've got aloe and blueberries already planted up the way I like them, so probably unnecessary. I finished all the smelting that I was doing. I had a bunch of stuff that I was smelting. Do I have anything in here? No, just the iron. Put away my iron. I've got some glass bottles. Almost 200 now that I've got those. I've got some crafting materials. Paper, scrap plastics, electrical parts. The first aid kit schematic I might as well read just to get my science skill up, which is going to be helpful. Put away the snowberries and give me my raw meat so I can cook up my bacon and eggs. And then I can make some bottled water as well. Put the meat away. I actually got lucky and managed to find a bunch of animals that I was able to kill and harvest the meat and such from them to have plenty of meat. There's another thing that they changed in the newer versions of the game, in the PC version, that I'm not a big fan of, and that's you have to learn recipes for very simple cooking things like bacon and eggs. So that becomes a pain in the ass. Which I'm really not fond of. More feathers. I got tons of feathers. I need to start making crossbow bolts because the wooden bow that I have, I don't think it does much damage. 14.84 versus 15.79. So it's really not far off, especially considering the crossbow is actually 2 points lower in the quality. 158 versus 160. Of course, the bow is at half durability, so that's probably why. But the big problem that I face is the bow, the regular bow, can't hit for shit because the damn thing, the arrow arches. It follows an arch instead of going in a straight line. The crossbow, I believe, shoots in a straight line. Or at least the bolt goes further out before it starts to drop. Whereas with the bow and arrow, it always follows like an arch. So, yeah. I've got these arrows. I'm using steel arrows now, and I've just found these because I'm not stupid enough to waste my... Plus, I don't actually have the ability to craft steel arrowheads right now. I need to get my steel crafting perk, whatever it's called. Okay. Medical and helmet. Clothing to put away. Okay, I got a black shirt. I'm trying to find better versions of these white shirts because I want to be all decked out in my white clothes instead of black clothes. Helmets. I'm also trying to find more of the black leather dusters. I think I made this animal hide poncho. Oh yeah. I don't see how this makes any sense. It's made out of animal hide or leather essentially, but wearing it takes your temperature down by 20 degrees. I don't know how the hell that makes any sense. You have a black leather duster, it raises your temperature by 30 degrees. So I don't know how the hell that one's supposed to take your temperature down when you're wearing something that's made out of animal hide or leather that should heat you up. I just don't get it. Either way. Medical supplies, I've got a medical trunk now. Big medical health storage box. We're going to take those 2 pairs of shorts and combine them into one. Didn't raise it up by much, but that's okay. It's just a shame that they didn't bother putting in the ability to dye your clothes in this version of the game. Being able to dye clothes, paint objects would have been really nice. I know that's in the PC version, at least the painting. I'm not sure about the dyeing. But yeah. Okay, so we're going to collect materials so we can do some building. I've already got a bunch of wood here. Oh right, and I need clay to make the cobblestone. And I already put all of my clay. I've got over 17,000 clay in my forge because I smelted all of it. might not have done that. Then again, I suppose it's not really that big of a deal. I could just go back to the hole where I found the clay in the first place and dig up some more. Either way. I've got a crapload of trees over here that are going to need to be cut down because since we're running on the PS4, and even though the PS4 is supposed to have a lot of memory, it can't handle all these trees being in the same area. So we're going to cut some of them down. And I planted a bunch, so there's probably a lot to harvest. I gotta do, these are maple trees, I believe. You just have to look for the red leaves. That's how you know that they're fully grown. These little dinky ones here ain't fully grown yet. And then those over there are pine trees, but I believe they are fully grown. Pine trees are a little different as far as being able to tell if they're fully grown. It basically has to do with how tall they are. Of course, basically the surefire way is when you hit them, it shows you the health. You see the numbers there, right? If it says 1200 is the max, at least I think 1200 is the max. It is. The way I have the game set up, the block durability is set to 25%, so things are really easy to destroy. I do it that way while I'm just crafting and building stuff just to make things easier. So I don't know if that's the max health normally, or if it's higher. Yeah, this is a pine tree. And if you hit it, it's at 1200. The maximum health on trees is the same no matter what no matter what breed of tree or type of tree, you know, pine versus maple or the blue spruce. That doesn't matter. All that matters is the maximum health. Like I said, I planted a bunch of these guys, so there's going to be a lot of them to harvest. But we need all the materials we can get in order to build this base that we're going to build. Maybe what I'll do, I was questioning whether to make it all out of wooden blocks, the wooden, what are they called? Wooden frames, or to use the cobblestone or flagstone blocks. Maybe I'll do the floor out of cobble or flagstone, whichever it is, and then the walls can be wood. And we'll continue cleaning up these little bush things here. Give you a little bit of wood. I've mentioned it before, but early on in the game you can get wood out of those real easy. Empty bird's nest. Pick up some cotton. No One of these guys, just clean it up. There we go. You won't get a whole lot out of these little bushes. In fact, it's only a couple, 2 or 3 pieces. Sometimes only 1. But when you're that early in the game, any amount of wood you can find easily is good. Pick up little small stones. Plus, hitting these things with your thing, it also raises your blunt weapon skill, so that's obviously good. Okay. Some more of these little gnarled, rotting things, whatever they are, little stump tree things. Those are also good sources for wood early in the game, because they're easy to destroy, usually only takes about 1 hit. Maybe. Find loose stones just sitting on the ground. More cotton. All these little houses. These little things here are basically like dead bushes. But they're a pain in the ass to hit. Sometimes. Usually I have a real pain in the ass trying to hit those things. I guess you just gotta line it up properly. I've looted most of the bird nests. I don't think I've been inside this house. Door is locked. Some mushroom spores, some arrowheads I think I found. Yeah. I usually scrap all the iron arrowheads I can find, but since I need to make crossbow bolts, I've decided to hang on to them. There's some junk that I can scrap. Pressboy cap, cowboy boots. The black bandana. I'm wearing a regular bandana, not a black one. Go ahead and repair it, and then switch out for it here. Yeah. More mushroom spores. Damn, I got a lot of wood. And a lot of... I got 16 of each, the pine seeds and the maple seeds. So that's nifty. Okay. And since these nightstands are in the way, I think it'll work. Yep. As long as there is an object underneath the TV, if it's one of those double-wide TVs, as long as there's an object underneath them, the one half won't fall when you wrench the other half. Coffee, other dumb shit. Little cans that we can scrap for some iron. Locked doors. Oh. My inventory is full. I might as well go ahead and scrap those because the cooking pots, Once you have enough of them, you don't really need any more. And the wooden chairs you can scrap for wood, and it's smarter to scrap them from your inventory than to hit them with your axe, because you just waste durability on your axe. My inventory's full, so I'm going to need to... It'd also be nice to be able to get wood out of those little blockade pieces. You get them out of the door when you break down doors, why not the blockade pieces? Gun parts. Hunting rifle receiver. Can't carry it because I'm full on inventory. Some ammo. Shotgun shells, 7.62. Steel arrows. I'll have to come back for the rest of that. And a bookcase. Sledgehammer schematic. I think I've already read that one. Yeah, because it just made my weaponsmithing skill go up. Okay. So I'm going to have to come back. Okay, let's go back to the house and dump stuff off again. We got a lot more materials. Lots of wood. I've always got lots of wood. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've already gone into this junkyard and looted everything that I could. Yeah, all the containers. There's a safe. I don't know if I broke open the safe. But all the other containers have been looted. There were some tires laying on the ground. I knocked those down. I might have gotten some tires out of it. I don't know. Okay, let's put away. Oops. Okay. Put away the wood, stupid. Oh, we've got somebody in the chat, and I completely forgot to bring up the comments here. Okay, now we've got the comments up. Okay. I think that's all of that stuff. Okay, farming stuff, spores. We'll go ahead and put the seeds, cotton, coffee beans that we're never really going to use probably because I don't really care for the coffee. Can't find any empty bottles. Doesn't look like it. Got some murky, and I've got some regular water, or purified rather, bottled water. Okay, go ahead and purify that. We got a bunch of that stuff. Okay, that away. I got some more glass that I can put in the smelter. Oh yeah, I think I crafted a regular bandana. Yeah, so I can just go ahead and scrap that. And I've got some iron. Some more arrowheads to put away. Oh, and I got a couple of chicken ration. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and eat that chicken ration because I think, yeah, I need some food. Okay, food's now at max. We need a drink because our thirst was almost empty. bottles away. And we got more metal. Clothing stuff to put away. Oh. I can combine the shirt with the other one that I already have and make a better shirt. That goes up to 165. Woo. Okay. My temperature is at 75 degrees, and it seems to be pretty steady on that, so I probably don't need the poncho. Because 75 degrees is pretty good. Okay. Okay. Now, which house was I just in that I was looting? Close the door, you idiot. There you go. I think it was in this direction, because I came back past these houses when I came through. Oh, it was this house over here. Right. And it was up in the attic was the stuff that I hadn't been able to loot. Or not attic, it was just the top floor. Right. So, oh yes, the hunting rifle receiver, and then there was some more ammo. We looted the bookcase. And break down the bed. And we already looted all of the kitchen. And I already looted that building. Oh yeah, this is the shotgun Messiah over here, I believe. Some stuff. Need to find a trader because I haven't found one yet. Nothing there. Yeah. I had already gone through here. Yeah. Oop. Brass. Gonna need brass because we're gonna need to be making shell casings for ammo. Okay. Then over here we have our farm. We have our farm where everything's growing. I actually had to move the wall, this wall, over a block because, well, I can show you here. The way I plant things, I do 2 rows of 10 with a space in between each different plant. Now, I was only able to plant 1 wide with the potatoes because the corn was already up against where the wall was, and I wasn't able to do them 2 wide with having the space in between. You need to have the spaces in between so that they grow properly. I don't know. It's just how the game works. If you don't space stuff out, then it doesn't grow right. Everything's grown, however. Ooh, and I think even most of our mushrooms over here have finally grown up. And you'll also notice that the ground is kind of rocky, and that's because I flattened out what I could. Now that that's out of the way, we can flatten out those bits. There. And then there's just this one little mushroom thing growing. Mushrooms are the only one that are kind of unique. You have to space them out even from each other, otherwise they don't grow properly. It's really dumb. I think it's also something that they changed in the newer versions of the game on the PC version, is that you actually have to hit the stuff in order to harvest it now. You can't just hold the use button to pick things up, which kind of sucks, because I liked just being able to pick things up without hitting them, because then you don't have to waste durability on an axe or a club. Of course, you could just unequip one of the slots on your hotbar and just punch them with your fist. That'll save you the durability. Okay, now we have a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be replanted. So, let's start with yucca. Recipes, seeds, and we do 20 at a time. Oh, and I've got those seeds in the back, or back at the base that I could be using, but oh well. They'll get used eventually. Make plenty of corn. Blueberries. Yeah. But yeah, I was mentioning earlier the YouTube series that I came across. Some of you may be familiar with him, Neebs Gaming. We don't quite have enough potato seeds yet to make and that reminds me, if I remember correctly, there was a car that had some potato seeds in it somewhere. Was it outside the nice house over here was the car with the potato seeds, or was it one of the other houses? It might be that one over there. Oops. I do have some wood in my inventory. Good. Yes. There, potato seeds. Now that may actually block my crafting because now my inventory's full. Yeah. Oop, a couple more trees that I should probably harvest. Yeah. Got, ooh, this stuff hasn't fully grown yet, and neither has. Okay, so the first bits that I planted towards the back grew up fine, but the other ones haven't yet. Okay, either way. Where's my yucca seeds? Right there. plant them 2 wide, 10 long, and you get a nice group of 20 little plants. Oh yeah, that's another thing I think they changed in the PC version of the game, is they changed it so you have to learn the recipes to make the seeds to do farming, or you have to, there's like farming, there's like farming recipes and perks and things that you have to learn. You can't just do it without any prior learning necessary, which is kind of a bit of a pain in the ass, I gotta say. We got aloe and yucca. I'll go ahead and plant the chrysanthemums next to them. Okay, so not there, but there. Chrysanthemum. Corn goes all the way on the side by the wall. Yeah. I already made sure to till the ground real good with my gardening hoe. And then we've at least gotten 10 potato seeds this time. So at least this time we've got some... This should actually make things a lot better for us now, because I haven't been able to keep any of the potatoes that I've harvested, because I haven't had enough to make more than 20. Okay, so we did the chrysanthemum, the aloe, the yucca. We still need to do blueberries. And the blueberries, I've just basically been putting over here, a space away from the yuccas. Yeah, so they grow properly. That. And that's everything. Except by now, have these grown up? No. The only other thing is the stupid mushrooms. Now, the mushrooms are unique because, number one, you can't just create seeds or spores, because you need dirt fragments to do it. I don't know why, but you need to have dirt fragments. And it takes 2 mushrooms to create the thing. Although the thing is, I believe you also do get 2 spores out of it. So, I don't know why it makes you use 2 mushrooms and a dirt fragment, and you end up getting 2 spores. It's just the way the game is, at least in this version of the game. I don't know how. Don't know how it is in the PC version, but it's whatever. Go ahead and do a little bit more cleanup. I just hate those little gnarled tree stump things. Oh yeah, and I needed some clay. The clay is back over this direction. Here's my big clay hole. I'm also getting some plant fiber out of this, which is not bad. How much clay did I get? 575. I think I'm gonna need more than that. Okay, I think over 1,000 should be fine. Alright. I need to upgrade to a PS4 Pro. I've still got one of the standard original PS4s. I was doing good enough to upgrade the hard drive on mine to have more storage space. But I really need that PS4 Pro for the extra processing power, and I think it makes, well, it's capable of, what, 4K graphics? That reminds me. Oh. Oh, I need cobblestone to fix that. I don't have enough stone to make actual cobblestone. Quit dicking around with stupid more than one hit. Okay. So now we have clay. Oh yeah. And I can't get at the thing without hitting the... I hate how they do that with the ladders. The ladders are like an impassable object. You can't aim around the stupid ladder to get the block that they're mounted on. Which is just horse shit. And then the cement blocks, I actually need cement to upgrade those. Or even to repair them, because some of them I hit accidentally when I was trying to take out the stupid spikes that were here originally. Okay. So we've got some wood. Gonna hang on to my stone because I need to make some cobblestone. I got some plant fiber, didn't I? Yes, plant fiber. Also got a bunch of farming stuff, cotton, mushrooms. aloe, chrysanthemum. I got some more crafting materials and some more iron. We got pipes, we got springs. We got some more smeltable stuff. There. I got ammo, as well as parts. Okay, shotgun shells, ammo. We got food to put away. Yuccas, corn, snowberries, blueberries. I got a little bit there. With the clay and the stone, we can make some cobblestone rocks. Probably won't need more than 5 of those to make that repair. But then again, I'm going to be making a bunch of cobblestone blocks, I guess. Four, 3, 2, 1, 0. Done. Okay. Cloth. Casino tokens. It took 1 of the cobblestone rocks. Well, okay. Oops. Okay. So this thing at least looks a little bit nicer now. Or, I guess. Suppose it doesn't really matter. Oh, the ladder itself took a hit. Oh. Okay. I don't know, what else should we do? Oh right, I was in the middle of doing the farming. I should probably replant those mushrooms. Get some more of those growing. I do have 2 spores already made. So if I can make... I believe I only need to make 9, because, like I said, if you craft 1, you actually get 2. Yeah, because it says down here, it says 18. Yeah. weirdness, but whatever. Flagstone arrow slit, flagstone block. It's not very sturdy, but easy to craft early on. Oh, a flagstone block takes 3 cobblestone rocks. And then you can make a cabin ramp, stairs. So I could make those, or I could make... it probably don't matter much. Okay. I thought I made 200 of these, but I guess I was wrong. Either way. That being the case, we can put these stones back. We shouldn't need any more. Put away the dirt fragments. The mushrooms should actually really go in food section. Yeah. Okay. There. We got mushrooms. All right. See, I was in the middle of looting some of these houses, trying to find bookshelves, because there's no crack-a-book in town. And the specific book I'm looking for is the one that teaches you how to make mini-bike stuff. But I couldn't find one. Okay. Now with these, you have to space them out even from each other. Which is the stupidest shit, but... for some reason they need their room. Do that like that. Okay. Hopefully they'll grow good, straight and everything. And hopefully we'll have some nice mushrooms growing. Guess we can cut down these trees here. Yeah. Stupid thing. Bunch of stuff growing over here in the clay. Any of these houses? This one looks like it hasn't been looted yet. Come on. Come on, dummy. Okay, we're coming in from the back door. Giggity. Nitrate powder and coffee. Not really a whole lot in this kitchen. Oh, I hit the damn floor. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Upstairs we go. Desk. No, I don't have. Couple of wrenches, splints. There's some decent stuff in here. It's just a shame I can't carry anymore. Cornmeal. Gunpowder. A black sweatshirt. Okay, gonna have to come back. There. Mark this place on my map so I don't forget where it is. Oop, there's some more trees over here that appear to be fully grown. And I do have some wood in my inventory that I can use. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of these trees. More and I'll fill that slot. I don't want to cut down the tree and just have the wood laying on the ground. When did I plant trees inside the base? I don't remember planting those. Huh. Okay, we got plenty of wood, stone, plant fiber. We get any bottles of water? No. Okay. Put the clay there. Glass. Lead. We got some. Oh, some aviator goggles. Are those better than the shades? No. I don't know how, but probably because of the, oh yeah, I have to repair them with forged iron. I bet if I repaired them, they would probably be better. Okay, that stuff's already done. Okay. Feathers. Bottles. medical stuff. Blood bags, painkillers. Oh, man. Okay. There. More water. The fridge is getting full. Yeah, I got a bunch. Mini bike tires. And I have a crap load of fuel that I have found. But I don't have the ability to make the chassis or the handlebars or the seat, which are the other parts that I need. I also have a shopping basket, which you can use for storage, and I also have a battery as well. So, and I have a crap load of bone shivs and a hunting knife and a machete. Alright, well, right, these flagstone blocks. I can make 66 with the 200, and then I'll have 2 left over. 66. So it's 3 cobblestone rocks each block, which is very, very strange. So let's make a nice even number. Where did I put my stupid clay? In here. Oops. $70. Perfect. Don't know if we're going to need all 70 of them, but we'll see. And with those 70 flagstone blocks, I can then upgrade them with the clay that I still have and turn them into this nice, these clay blocks, which will make for nice floor, which we will have here in our base. Going to have a weird, probably going to have to destroy these containers here. don't want to, because I don't like destroying lootable containers. These two trees are going to have to be cut down. Because, again, I don't even remember planting them, so... Gonna have us a nice base. And I don't even really know why I want to build this place, but I do. Because every time I play this game, all I ever do is take over a building that's already built. I take it over and I just kind of make it mine. But I never really build anything of my own, really. So, I just kind of want to build something of my own. Oh. Something tells me 70 may not be enough. Already uneven because it took me like 16 blocks to go around the thing, and then it's now we're back to being even. And now it's uneven again. I've only got 7 left, so... And the roof there is probably going to have to go, and the fence, the stupid posts, and the fence bits are going to have to go. Well, anyways, it's a start. It's a start. And I can keep working on it and expanding on it and make a nice big base, which will hopefully be nice and defensible with some spikes and traps and things. Yeah. Gonna have to make some more of that. I'll keep working on it and I'll come back eventually when I have some more stuff. yeah, I'll keep working on it and come back when I have some progress to show. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, this episode of 7 Days to Die. I know there hasn't been any zombie killing in this one, but hopefully next time. Join us next time for more, and I'll be seeing you later. But thank you all, and good night.